bring in LaDanian Tomlinson from the NFL Network. LT, have you ever been told not to score in a game?
No, Dan. Never been told not to score. Now, obviously playing for Marty Schottenheimer, we went through various situations, game situations. And the one thing, Marty did have a philosophy, and it was, I think if you're up by one and you're going in to score, do not score a touchdown at that point because you'll be up by 8 and you'll give the team an opportunity to go down and score a touchdown and tie the game. But that's totally different. In this situation with the Giants, you're going to go up by 10. That's still 2 scores. It doesn't make any sense to me at that point. Even if you're a runner, just say Rashad Jennings in that situation. Eli tells him not to score. And at that point, I'm a smart player. I'm thinking to myself, why not? Why not score? I'm going to go ahead and score. I'm just going to tell you the truth.
Would you defy your quarterback?
In that situation, I would. I would disagree with him because I know that you're going to go up by 2 scores. So at that point, it doesn't matter. And I know that,
Uh-oh. LT? Oh, boy.
See what happens when you defy your quarterback?
Yeah. We have soundproof glass here. I think I heard Fritzy through the glass say, "Oh, no." I thought I heard him say, "Oh, no, not again." So Fritzy's working on LT. It's only a coincidence that this has happened again. Dude! Question mark. Fritzy. LT back with us. Hey.
There you are.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. What do you make? Did you see anything out of Adrian Peterson last night that would concern you?
Not really, Dan. I didn't think he had enough opportunities to get back acclimated and to playing the game. I mean, he's been away for a year, and he only got 10 carries. I think he had 2 or 3 receptions. That's only 12, 13 touches. He's been off so long that there's no way you can get your legs up underneath you with those type of touches. It's going to take a little bit more time. Now, I thought, maybe Norv just overthought it a little bit. And being around Norv, I know how he thinks. He probably said, listen, San Francisco is going to be geared up this first game to stop Adrian. It's at their house. So how about, let's not run the football early. Let's do play action. Let's throw the ball early on. Let's try to get Adrian involved in the passing game and then have him carry the football more in the second half. Well, it didn't work out like that, and so we saw what looks to be a rusty Adrian Peterson.
I'm also curious about this. I see pitchers sometimes that they'll be throwing like in the low 90s, and then they'll get to the 7th or 8th inning, and they're throwing mid or upper 90s. Running backs want the ball. You're better after you've had more carries. Explain that to me, that you could be better after your 18th carry than your 5th carry of the game.
Yeah, because, throughout the game you develop the tempo and rhythm of a football game, meaning, you got to get in sync with your alignment. And it's all about the tempo when you're hitting the hole, when you're feeling certain runs. And here's the thing. You don't know what runs work best until you get, 10, 15 carries. Most of the time it's right around 15 carries. Then you have a good idea of what runs work best and where they're going to hit at, meaning where they're going to break open at. And so the fact that, it was the first half when he only got 4 carries. Yeah. There's no way that he can know the tempo and rhythm of that football game.
He's LaDanian Tomlinson of the NFL Network, joining us on behalf of the FedEx Air and Ground Awards. Each week, fans can vote on their favorite players at NFL.com/FedEx beginning after the Monday night game through Thursday afternoon. The winning quarterback and running back will be announced prior to Thursday night's game, and FedEx will donate $2,000 to their team's local area chapters of the American Red Cross. Ever get yelled at by a coach on the sidelines in front of everybody? Did you see Jim McElwain, the Florida coach, doing that to Fred Taylor's son?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. That has never happened to me, not on the sideline. Typically, something like that happens in a meeting room, and there could be other guys around, but it's still in a controlled environment, meeting rooms, with other coaches and players. Certainly not out on the field where fans and the media, attention and cameras and everything is happening. That was a bad thing. That was bad.
Does it work when you get yelled at that way?
Not like that. There's constructive criticism I believe in, and certainly that wasn't constructive. There was nothing about that was constructive. And Dan, that wasn't even a teaching moment. Like, there's nothing when you're yelling at a player like that. Most of the time, players shut you off. They lose a little bit of respect for you because you're yelling at them and cussing at them. And a lot of times, their parents don't even talk to them like that. So, it was pretty bad. I just thought he just went a little bit too far. I understand him getting mad at the fact that, he did the sign whenever he scored the touchdown, but there's a way to teach that. He's still a young kid.
Uglier uniforms, the 49ers last night or the Cleveland Browns?
I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns, and it's just because of the colors. Typically black and red looks a little bit, it looks better to me than, let's say, brown and orange.
It's more slimming. You look faster in the Niners uniforms than I would think you do in orange, right?
Absolutely. No question. You kind of, I guess you can say they're gearing up for the Halloween season, if you're a Browns fan. But you're right, though. I mean, typically when you're in black, it makes you look a little bit more slim, and Carlos Hyde's situation a little bit faster too.
He looked a whole lot. He could have worn Brown's uniform, and he would have looked faster, I think, last night. By the way,
I think you're right.
Your Vikings jersey, we still haven't received that from you, LT.
Well, I'm waiting to see you in person, Dan. I haven't seen you.
Oh, that's what it is.
You just kind of
okay.
Yeah.
Super Bowl this year, you give me that storied Vikings uniform, that jersey that you had, with so many great memories in that jersey when you were with the Vikings.
Yeah. Only if you choose and tell me now that you will hang it up in your. I know you have a sports room somewhere at your house or at the studio where you are now, because I watch the show sometimes.
I'm going to put it up right here. In fact, you tell me where you want it in the man cave, and I'll hang the thing.
Okay. We got a deal.
I'll wear your...
By the way, you've been asking for that thing for years
Yes.
now. What's going on with that? What's this infatuation about my Vikings jersey?
I don't know. Just the way I am. If I see something, I go get it. That's it, and I'm gonna pester you until you give it to me. Right?
All right.
Okay.
I guess I give in.
Well, you didn't even use it. You didn't wear it.
I know. I didn't, but it looks so sweet, though. I mean, when I look at it, I just imagine that it would have looked sweet me wearing it.
Wait. Do you have it framed?
No, I don't
okay.
have it framed.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that would be kind of tacky if you had it framed and you didn't actually play in it.
I know. Yeah, I didn't go that far.
It's always great to see you, and good luck with the FedEx Air and Ground Awards, and we'll be talking to you throughout the season.
All right, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you, LT. LaDanian Tomlinson. So you can go to NFL.com/FedEx after last night's game through Thursday afternoon. Winning quarterback and running back will be announced prior to Thursday night's game. FedEx will donate $2,000 to their team's local area chapters of the American Red Cross. Always good to talk to LaDanian.